afterwards to refer to that. So, whatever your best style is of engaging and participating, you could do that. So some people like to write, some people like to just listen. So
well, technology question, will it by chance provide a transcript or only a voice recording?
Only a voice recording.
Okay.
So.
And are we allowed to record for ourselves? Maybe.
Yes.
Oh.
So, yeah.
It stopped.
What I thought we would do first is to go through and do introductions so that everybody can get to know the other participants on the call. And you could tell where you're calling from, what your group is, what type of music, what genre, what your intention for participating in the program. To do a brief introduction to go around. And I'll go ahead and start. What I'd like to do is, my intention for today is to have us get to make sure everything's working, to introduce ourselves to each other. If you have a lot of noise in your background, why don't you hit the mute button?
I don't know that.
Is that you, Brian?
Nope. I think that's Lee, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah, that's better. So what I thought we'd do is just work with what we did to make sure everybody can get on and access the interface good with the Zoom chat, and then to get to know who we each are, and also want to go over the itinerary for the next weeks that we have lined up, and to get some feedback from each of you on the areas that you're interested in most. And that's pretty much it for today. So I am based in San Diego, and was also based in the Bay Area for 12 years before this. And I feel like this is a great opportunity, is a good modality for us to be able to connect and interact and accomplish goals, objectives, what we each want to get out of the next 26 weeks. So I'm looking forward to the program also, to develop more and to grow and get more people involved as the curriculum develops and as the group goes through. So that's my introduction. Now pass the baton to next person. Looks like I see Ricky waiting there.
Let's pass
Ricky.
Can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a little quiet though.
Okay. I have an issue with the microphone.
That's better.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Except for the static, but you were louder. Can't hear you.
What about now?
That sounds good.
Okay. Yeah, my name is Ricky Nanjero. I'm an Afro.
Oops. You had a bunch of static and then something cut out there. We can't hear anything. Do you want to?
Yeah, you don't have a different microphone, Ricky? No. I don't know. Hey, Ricky, can you hear us? Can you hear me? Give a wave. Yeah, well, he hears us. Do you have another microphone?
I'm trying to use an earphone now because I don't know why it keeps on adding itself to volume.
That's okay. Then the low volume is okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
What about now? Now it's better.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. As I said,
Yes.
my name is Ricky Nanjero. I'm an Afro jazz artist from Nairobi, Kenya. And I'm so interested in this project and taking these classes because I want to see my music going from the level that we are in, whereby we play in our local region and taking it now to an international level. And I've seen what Sherry is doing with the other acts from before, and that's why I got interested in the program.
And we're very happy to have you participating. I know it's like 4 o'clock in the morning in Nairobi right now. So.
Yes. Yes, I'm still sleepy, but it will be.
Wow, welcome, Ricky. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Right. Brian, since you're there, let's hear from you. I thought I'd get to see you.
Okay, great. Hey, it's good to be here with y'all, and I'm in San Diego, California, Southern California, and I lead a band with a very original title named the Brian Jones Rock and Roll Revival. And right now we're playing locally, but my goal is within a year and a half to have the opportunity to tour full time. If that's something that's in the cards, I think that would be great. So, you know, within a year after we finish the program, I hope to release at least one more album, perhaps two, and be touring internationally. So thank you guys for being here, and thank you, Sherry, for your leadership.
Thank you for being with us. We're happy to have you on board and part of the program.
Cool. Thank you.
So John Doe, tell us about what you got going on.
Actually, my name's Lee. I just didn't change that. That's the name that my computer is. But I think we have a drummer. We think we have a new drummer.
Oh.
So we're going to go have, after this little meeting here, we're going to go have some band practice.
Good news.
And yeah, that's good news. And I hope to figure out how it's possible to do with music what I've done for the most part as a visual artist, which is try to undermine the system of money and get away with playing to getting more exposure to more people without having to join the existing systems or find. I'm suspecting that there are already alternative ways to get music out there than playing in the same places that everyone plays and seeking to grow in that particular way, in that direction. So I'm trying to see how I can do that, for one thing, and to use the band as a platform for political action in this country, and then hopefully beyond that. We're looking to go to, some of us go to Europe and probably it's going to be September, late September or October. It's not going to be the whole band. I think it's going to be sort of an abbreviated busking experiment.
Busking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know about go ahead.
I love that update, and that's all super cool. I'm with you 110%.
All right. Oh, good. Maybe we'll meet up halfway here, between here and there.
I hope so.
Yeah, and so.
Go ahead, Sherry.
Well, thank you, Lee. I think you've got the most, or I guess probably the most recent startup ensemble, you know, starting a little bit from scratch, but a little ahead of scratch. So you definitely have a fresh slate and then can put together things the way that you want them to be, you know, to build on your intentions. So I think it's a good, you know, definitely to be clear on where you're starting at. You're all sort of starting at different points in the music that you're doing and in your careers, and have somewhat similar goals that crisscross. And you know, the bottom line is for getting the music out there in the way that you feel is the best way for you and your messaging, and reaching the people, whether alternatively or traditionally, and in the way that feels right for you. So you'll be able to take the information that you'll learn and that we'll cover, and to adapt that to the way that you feel it works best. You know, it's not like a cookie cutter program, but what you need and what you can get out of it is the, you know, which may be different, probably will be very different for each of you. So that is, I would say it's not only multicultural and multinational, but it's diverse as you want it to be for your own particular situations. So is to that kind of follow-up, when the different guests that are going to be involved in presenting on the format, they'll be able to address things that you may have. They're going to present we'll present the information in a generalized format, and then you'll be able to have a chance to ask questions and to tailor it more for your own particular needs or for your own goals, how you want to move forward. So I think actually having a smaller group of people, it's going to be more beneficial for the participants, because you'll be able to interact more on the individual level. So any questions or comments or feedback? Are you awake, Ricky? Can you hear us okay?
Hey, I'm here.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks. That was a really good introduction.
I guess I'd like to say it would be nice to be able to hear each other's music. Obviously not right now, but after we get off the phone. So I presume that we all have some sort of online way of hearing each other's music. How could we just, I don't know, chat or share screen? I don't know. The easiest way to write it or say it.
Yeah, I was thinking of that too. So, you know, funny that you mentioned it. When I was thinking about doing the introductions, that it would be nice to play. I thought maybe it would be a little bit, not the best, I don't know if the best connection to play it on your introduction, but I would like you to be able to share the music for each other. So we
after
send that in a follow-up email with the links that you can check out each other's music profiles. I think that'd be great.
Oh, cool.
That's great. And an email, whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yes. And then I do want to let you know that we did shorten the time of the calls. It's only 40 minutes instead of 60 minutes. And so we're going to do the format will still remain the same. It'll be roughly half and half time, the first 20 minutes or maybe even 30 minutes for the presentation, and then the remaining time for any Q&A or individual questions and interactions. So we'll be just force us to be a little more efficient with the program. So I think that's a good thing. So the time is correct that you had the 6:20 start time to 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Are you guys all good with that, with a shorter format?
Yep.
Yep, even me, I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And then just one other little housekeeping as regards to the time, since we've got this 4 a.m. time zone participant. We were talking about like a time that might be a little more conducive for someone in that time zone to get on the call. And we thought like 3 hours later could be good. So if we were to reschedule the start time to start at 9:20 to 10, would that work for all of you night owls or not? What do you think?
Mondays, okay.
That's good.
I would honestly much rather leave it at 6:20,
Mhm.
4:20 a.m. Nairobi time.
I think for me, I can say 4:20 is okay because there's not much activity that is happening around. So
Well,
the internet is faster now than 3 hours later.
yeah.
And I can sacrifice for the next, is it 26 weeks?
That's the spirit.
I think that was a 420 joke.
Oh my God.
And the reality.
Does he know what that is?
No.
No, I'm easy.
No.
I can sacrifice the time and be available for the class.
We love that. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we'll keep it the same. Yeah, I did recall you mentioned about the internet being faster now, so that probably is better.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So yes, and then after the call, you'll get the recording. I'm going to have that be available as a MP3 file for the future meetings or for the purposes of your, maybe on a video too in the future as an archive from the program, which should be more helpful when we have, like, there'll be some classes that you'll be actually learning things that you may want to refer to as you're doing the work. So that is pretty much it for what I wanted to cover today, except for on the curriculum. If you happen to do have the curriculum that I emailed out for the next 26 weeks, we have all together, there's a second course that comes after that. So I've got a 52-week curriculum, but I looked at the order of things and how it would be best to start and ordered them like in this way where it would build up on. And I wanted to get feedback if you had anything when you looked through there that you thought maybe especially jumped out for you that you're really looking forward to, or something that you were thinking, I'm not really as excited about that. And I would take your feedback on those so that we can progress in the best, most exciting way for the group. So.
Will do. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Oh.
Ryan?
No, I'm great. I will give you feedback, and thank you so much for the opportunity.
All right. You are welcome.
Okay. Today we were not doing the first lesson that was there, which was how to book gigs and all that.
We're going to do that the next time because I wanted to make sure we got all on here, everything worked.
Okay. And then we will get like a certificate from the course or something?
Definitely, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically it. Me, I'm so eager to take the journey.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm so interested to see what's going to unfold out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a very new thing from where I'm coming from, and it's something that no one has ever done in this region. So it gives me a lot of excitement.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here. We just have a couple minutes. First, did Lee have anything about that last? Do you have any, for the curriculum?
No questions yet because we haven't really started.
Mm-hmm. Or anything that jumped out at you that you're really looking forward to, that you want to, that I should move up or down?
So I have to go look at the email again and didn't have time to check it out just before we started. Okay. Because I was, but I guess I could have some vague feedback in that I like that there is such a specific and long list of things to talk about. Okay. So that's good. Thanks. I mean, that's why I decided to do it.
Okay.
And that's also just because it's been good talking to you these past, it's been 3 months now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, Lee's been in our second artist accelerator, third program. So we have had a ongoing relationship with our weekly calls and the work that he's been doing. So he's a continuing member, and I'm glad I'm glad you're continuing too.
Yeah. That's interesting. Well, and does anyone play any instrument? Like we never introduce ourselves as instrumentalists.
All right.
Oh, right. And I want you to, Ricky, can you tell them, I wanted to have you just tell a little bit briefly about the festival that you were in over the weekend in Nairobi, because I think that was really cool.
I had my festival that I normally do every first Friday of my monthly. It's called an evening of Afro Jazz. And then there's another festival that you're invited to play. It's called Art at the Bus. If you can check on Facebook, you can get to see the videos and maybe the streaming videos that are done. But they don't have the best quality sound. But you can just get to see how Nairobi happens and all that, and the vibe that is there. And I play the bass guitar. And most of my music is inspired by the bass guitar.
Is that your guitar on the wall behind you? I mean, that's a guitar. Or that's
This was my first bass guitar that I ever bought with my money. And I stopped playing it and I kept it here as a symbol of everything that has come to my life has come through this.
Oh,
nice.
I have one more comment about feedback for the schedule, the 26 weeks.
yes.
Thank you. I love all the healing sound stuff, week 20 and 21.
Mm-hmm.
I also am excited about live gigs and
Mm-hmm.
how to follow up after gigs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also excited about the mailing list. I'm kind of going to geek out on that a little bit because I'm not sure how that works best. So those like functional aspects of playing live and
Mm-hmm.
gaining a fan base are important to me for sure.
Excellent. Cool.
Yeah. Staying in touch. Getting in touch is one thing, and then there's staying in touch. Right.
That's a difficult thing, staying in touch.
Yeah. Oh, so your regular festival thing, Ricky, made me think of how what we're trying to do. Although I'm leaving town for a month, but we're going to have full moon parties every full moon, and play music, and that's certainly right in line with the healing aspect because it's for me anyway. And it seems like it was well received by everyone who was at the first full moon party a couple weeks ago. But the full moon's really good for people.
It is.
It's really great.
In fact,
So I would say maybe some of you might be inspired to share that concept.
you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. If you share the concept, you can share it around on social media.
You know what? I used to put it on the booking calendars, the dates of the full moon, because it's actually proven. People go out more. You probably even noticed it too. People go out more when it's a full moon. So it's always best. It's kind of part of the how to book gigs topic. It's best to book gigs when there's a full moon, like right before the full moon and on the full moon. You know, if you have a choice of the dates, that you get more people to come. So that's totally right on what you said, Lee.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. So there's a calendar you can put on Google. It's under the when you do your Google Calendar for the booking that you can activate, and it's got the phases of the moon. So we're kind of getting into that. It's fine on how to book gigs, but when you use the Google Calendar and then use that full moon phase, the moon phases, that's a great tool for planning the gigs. And I love that you guys did those full moon concerts. So maybe that's something that the others can utilize too, just implement. I
dig it.
gotta let you guys go though, because we're gonna be cut off here on our program. It's 40 minutes already. The time is kind of flying, but I want to thank you all for coming on board, and I'll send out an email with the recap and your music links.
Okay. And just to add on, maybe you can input something about meditation in the course if it's possible.
But I think it's in there. Is it not in there? Less than a minute.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Feel free to reach out anytime, you guys. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Although it's not going to cut off until it actually cuts off.
I think I'll hang on. I'll hang on until it ends.
I think it's new moon. It's like Monday. It's 2 weeks after it's like no moon right now. Is there a moon? Ricky, you got the moon maybe?
It's
Oh no,
Tuesday
you got
morning.
no moon.
Tuesday morning, maybe I check it out in the evening.
Yeah, there's no moon.
When
We'll be
there's a
waiting.
full moon, it's so light out in my back, like the whole place is bright when we have a full moon here, but it hasn't happened recently. It could have been cloudy.
Oh right, gotta be clear.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
So the time left on your screen too, does it also say less than a minute?
It says less than a minute.
Does, okay. I didn't know if you had the same.
Yep,
Yeah.
it does.
And then we can also share the screen. Do you guys also have a share the screen option on yours?
What does that do?
On the
I mean, I
bottom?
see all of you anyway.